Hey, I'm Eric Keach. Today I'm here with Christine DeGennaro, and she is another amazing client who's been working with Amy Hirsch now for a little bit, and she's here to talk about what that experience has been like. But not only that, we're going to talk about some of the results she's seen, how she's feeling, and fill us in on all the little details. So, Christine, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I appreciate it.
No problem, Eric. Thanks.
All right, so let's go back. I guess I'm curious to know, like, time we're talking, how long you've been working and training with Amy now?
I believe I got involved with Amy in the spring, so close to a year. I'm coming up on a year of being with Amy. Yeah, okay. I started with one of her programs that I found on Facebook post for a 28-day little black dress. So, you know, who doesn't want to get involved with that right before summer? And that's how I met Amy.
Okay, so what was the big issue? What was the thing that you were kind of struggling with? Like, you were looking for some help or looking to make changes. So what was the issue that you were trying to overcome that led you there?
For me personally, I was always into working out. I was always fit. And then I had a 2-year hiatus because of a knee injury. So I was finding it very difficult to get back into the swing of things. So I thought I would try something new. So when I saw this opportunity to try Pilates, knowing that I had lumbar issues for the past 9 years at that point, I thought, why not try something new? And that's what led me to her studio.
Okay, so you're like, all right, I've dealt with there we go. You dealt with, back issues, all this stuff. You're looking to make some changes, trying some things. You've always been active, coming off of 2-year hiatus. You come into her, you decide to go in. What was your first initial reaction? Like, how were you feeling?
My first initial reaction to how I felt in her class, or is that what you're asking?
Yep, walking in, the first experiences, yeah.
My first experience with her was great because she keeps a very small class so she can keep it personalized to everybody and understand what their issues are. So, and she modifies immediately. And she's not a normal, like, you go to the gym and they're just trainers at the gym. She's well-versed in and has a lot of different degrees in anatomy. So when you say, I don't know what my problem is, I have this issue with my patella shifts and this ligament or something that comes from the quad down to the calf, and she knows the names of those things and she knows why those things are happening. Yeah. And I never had that in my other gyms with any of these other small group personal training classes. Okay. So from day one, I felt she was extremely knowledgeable, and she knew for you not to injure yourself. She knew how to keep you safe.
Did she make you feel, did she make you feel comfortable as well, kind of just coming in, right? It's a little nerve-wracking starting something new, but she make you feel comfortable?
Absolutely. She's very comfortable. She's warming and welcoming, and you go into her home. So, if the kids are home that day, you see her kids. If the dog's out, the dog knows everybody. It's personal.
Yeah. So it's literally like a family. Like, you're in that whole process. It's within a family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, can anybody do this? Can anybody come in? Like, you had some issues, but can anybody, maybe different levels of fitness, come and do this?
All different levels. Because I got to tell you, even after this amount of time, I'm not a flexible person. I'm still not a flexible person, even after almost a year of Pilates. That has nothing to do with her. That has to do with me. Everybody can do this because of just what it is, and the springboards, and it doesn't matter how strong you are or how flexible you are, because there's always room for your own personal growth and your own personal improvement. And Amy will make sure that you do that level of that.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned the closeness before, right? Kind of, you say, the dog's a family. So is that something that you had expected? Right? You've done other things in the past, but did you expect it to be that kind of like close-knit type of feeling?
Well, I guess not. No, I just, when you sign yourself up for anything, or you go and take that first trial class, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So you just show up and keep your fingers crossed and hope for the best. And
right.
That's what we got.
Right. Okay. So you do show up, you go in, you talked in, you did, was it a little black dress? Is that what you mentioned you'd find?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
black dress.
You've been there for about a year now. So let's dive into the results side of things. Let's talk about what you've seen, what you've noticed. So fill us in.
You're not going to get anything without your own personal discipline at home. So for myself personally, what I have gained is feeling better within my own body. I can't say that I'm wearing any little black dress because I'm not. But that has nothing to do with Amy. That has to do with me and my discipline at home, because you can only go to the gym so many days a week, but if you're not eating right and you're not disciplining yourself at home, it's not going to make a difference. Amy gives you every tool you could possibly need to make sure you stay on track. She's involved in every aspect. She reaches out constantly. She gives you recipes and guidance, shopping lists, everything you could possibly need to get yourself in the right place, but you can't change your mental state. Only you can do that. Right. So as far as Amy goes, I see other people that are in her place that I'm working out with that look fantastic, that have physically changed their entire being.
Okay.
You know,
well, what have you seen? What have you seen? Like, so you were talked about, some back issues, things like that. Like, how are those compared to where they were before you started?
I haven't had, since I started with Amy, I haven't had my back bother me at all. I haven't had to take a single Motrin for my lower back pain. I used to not be able to stand at my kitchen sink and do my dishes without my lower back bothering me. It's not a problem anymore. So for me, just having that satisfaction is great. The knee thing, she can't personally fix that, but I modify my workouts, and at least she understands what my issues are. Losing weight will help that. That's on me. So, but yeah, with the lower back, things that I would probably limit myself to before, I don't want to stop. I would never stop going to her just for that alone, because dealing with back pain every day when you have a 10-year-old boy who's into everything under the sun, you want to feel good during the course of the day. Okay. And you do with her.
What else have you noticed? Have there been any other shifts in your mindset shifts or transformation shifts during this process besides the back stuff?
I think I've become a more positive person being part of her facility, because she's a very positive person. And so when you start surrounding yourself with better people, you have a better mindset. So I think that's important, to really respect the person that you're seeing every day, or almost every day, and like them as a person. And she's very likable as a person. So, I think that alone, just changing your own personal mindset that way to become a more positive person.
Yeah. Well, that's huge, because the change in the mindset carries across everything that you're doing.
Right. As opposed to just the physical, abilities. So.
Yep. And I'm guessing that carries over too, in terms of how your outlook and how you see certain things, and not just in terms of like maybe positivity, but how you approach your health, how you're approaching your fitness. Right.
And so we're starting 2018 right.
And you're feeling better too, right? So you had no back issues. Yep.
Yes.
Has the fact you have no back issues, right? You talked about able to do things maybe that you weren't able to do before. Has that affected your sleep at all? Are you sleeping better? Do you notice things like that?
I am sleeping better.
Okay.
That's a good point, because I do sleep better. Sleep is affected by so many different things. Your mattress itself, your thoughts before you go to sleep at night. I think I'm learning to be a much calmer person. And I do think that has a lot to do with just opening everything that Pilates opens: your back, your chest, your mind, your breathing. Like it opens everything. You feel just more open when you working with Amy and going to Pilates. And I don't know if that's every Pilates class, because I've never taken another Pilates class. I just have an experience with this one, and this is how I feel about it. And so sleeping at night, I find that I'm not waking up as achy in the morning. So I guess since you're making me think about that, I would say that has been since, since that as well, because I used to wake up very achy, and I used to get actually numbness in my shoulders. Even just laying on my back, from my shoulders down to my fingertips would get numb while I slept. I no longer wake up with my shoulders to fingertips numb. And that used to happen just from laying on my back.
So, right, you talked about less back pain, you're more positive. You say you're happier?
I'm happier within myself. Yeah, I'm happier.
So your confidence is better.
Yeah, it's you have to make. At some point, you do have to take the time for yourself, and Am I happier? I'm happier that I don't feel as bad about myself. You know, it's a long road to get yourself personally to where you want to be, but working with Amy was definitely a great first step for me.
Okay. Has it been working with her in a way life-changing in a way?
I do find that I'm happier. I think that Amy has brought, like I said, a lot of positivity to my life and a better way to look at things and a better outlet. I'm happier feeling that I know I'm not going to wake up with these pains. I'm happier knowing that I'm going to stand at my sink and my lower back's not going to bother me. Yeah, I guess these things make me happier.
Yeah, and it's been life-changing in a way.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now let's say somebody is thinking of working with her, right? They're on the fence, though. They're still 50-50. They're not sure if it's right. What would you want to tell that person to push them off the fence?
I would want to say just take a class. Take the class and see for yourself.
Okay.
Take the class, talk to Amy, see how personal it is, and go with an open mind. You know? You don't have to know Pilates to take a Pilates class. You just you start from ground zero.
Okay.
So you got to be in to win it, right?
Absolutely. And I guess I'll leave you with this, since you've been through this. You're not feeling the pain. There's been some changes. You mentioned it's been life-changing for you. Let's say she's deciding she's shutting everything down, and she's also going to turn off her phone, Facebook message, email, like everything. And this is the last time you could ever say anything to her. Knowing it's the last time, what would you want to say?
Oh God, that might bring a tear to my eye. Not cool. She's just, I would let her know how appreciated she is, that she is a good person. She treats everybody like they matter. She would, if she stopped contact with everything and everybody, she would be missed. She's a light in the morning.
Would you want to thank?
She's a good person, and she's just so informative and positive, and she's one of those people that you want to keep in your life.
Would you want to thank her for anything?
I would thank her for her support. I would thank her for her kindness. I would thank her for her openness. You know, there's been times when if I was down, I had a book arrive at my house from Amazon. She really goes above and beyond to make you feel that she cares, and to show that she cares, and that she's not just another instructor. She's not just another trainer. Right. You know, she cares. And I'm thankful for that, because you don't find that so many people care about you. You know?
Yeah, and obviously you can tell the type of impact that it's made on you, and I want to I just want to thank you for coming on and opening up, sharing your story, sharing your experience, because what you're doing is literally changing your life, but the story is also helping to change others too. And I just want to thank you for doing that, and I want to wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Oh, thank you so much.
You take care.